Have you ever wondered why natural disasters occur and what makes them so devastating? It's a question that humbles us all, reminding us of nature's unpredictable power. These disasters, often arriving without warning, can cause immeasurable damage, affecting countless lives. The importance of understanding these phenomena cannot be overstated, as it's our best defense against their devastating effects. Knowledge is our shield, our tool for mitigation. Now let's dive deep into the world of natural disasters, beginning from the earliest recorded in history. Picture this: the year is 1556, and the location is Shanxi, China. A day like any other in the Ming Dynasty, until the ground beneath the feet of millions begins to shake violently, ripping apart the very fabric of their lives. This is the day of the Shanxi earthquake, the deadliest earthquake known in recorded human history. The scale of this disaster is almost unimaginable. The Earth's wrath was not selective. It shook towns and villages across an area of approximately 520 miles, equivalent to the distance from New York City to Detroit. The quake was so powerful that it even caused landslides and ground fissures. The earth sunk, mountains crumbled, rivers changed their course, and roads were rendered impassable. The very landscape of Shanxi was forever altered. However, the sheer physical destruction was dwarfed by the human tragedy. The estimated death toll from the Shanxi earthquake is a staggering 830,000 people. To put that into perspective, that's more than the entire population of San Francisco at the time. This earthquake didn't just shake the earth, it shook humanity. In the aftermath of such a catastrophe, the survivors were left to grapple with the loss of their loved ones, their homes, and their livelihoods. The Ming government, overwhelmed by the magnitude of the disaster, struggled to provide aid to the victims. The stories of survival, resilience, and rebuilding are as much a part of this disaster's narrative as the quake itself. And yet, despite the enormous human cost and the indelible scars left on the landscape, life in Shanxi carried on. The people rebuilt, societies reformed, and the memory of the disaster became a part of their collective consciousness, a stark reminder of nature's destructive power. This devastating event marks the beginning of our chronological journey through natural disasters. As we delve deeper into this journey, we'll see that the Shanxi earthquake is not an isolated incident, but rather a part of a larger pattern of natural disasters that have shaped the course of human history. Fast forward to 1887, where the Yellow River in China breaks its banks. A gushing rush of water, a torrent so fierce and relentless, drowning thousands upon thousands of acres of fertile land. The Yellow River flood, known to many as China's sorrow, ranks among the deadliest floods in human history. This disaster wasn't a sudden, unexpected event. It was the culmination of years of neglect and mismanagement. The Yellow River, or Huanghe, is known for its loess, a fine, dusty soil which gives the river a distinctive yellow color. Over centuries, this loess accumulated on the riverbed, raising the river's level and making it prone to flooding. In the years leading up to the flood, deforestation and extensive farming in the region had left the soil loose and susceptible to erosion. The river, swollen with excessive rain and snowmelt, simply could not be contained. When the river's dikes finally gave way, the result was a flood of epic proportions. The human toll of this disaster was staggering. It's estimated that anywhere between 900,000 to 2 million lives were lost, either directly due to the flood or from the ensuing famine and disease. That's a city's worth of people wiped out in a matter of days. The aftermath of the flood was just as devastating. The floodwaters had not only destroyed homes and farms, but also the very land they were built on. With their crops and livestock gone, survivors faced starvation and disease. The flood also led to significant political and social unrest, further destabilizing a region already grappling with the fallout of the disaster. Yet amidst the destruction, there were stories of resilience and survival. People banded together, rebuilding their homes, their lives, and their communities. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, even in the face of such overwhelming adversity. This catastrophe emphasizes the destructive power of water when left unchecked. It's a stark reminder that nature, when disrespected or mismanaged, can unleash a fury that's both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Now we find ourselves in 1931, once again in China, witnessing the most deadly flood in history. The year was marked by an unusual weather pattern that brought heavy snow in the winter, followed by a warmer spring that caused rapid snowmelt. This was then followed by unusually heavy rains. The Yangtze River and the Yellow River, two of China's major lifelines, could not contain the excess water, and the floodgates opened, submerging millions of square miles of land. Imagine the entire state of California underwater. That's the scale we're talking about here. The devastation was immense. Millions of people lost their homes, their livelihoods, and tragically, their lives. It's estimated that between 1 to 4 million people perished in the floods and the subsequent famine and disease that swept the region. The Chinese government, already grappling with political unrest and economic depression, was ill-prepared to handle the disaster on such a large scale. Efforts to control the flooding, such as building makeshift levees and dikes, proved futile against the might of the rampaging rivers. Relief measures were inadequate, and the suffering of the people was prolonged. In the aftermath, recovery was slow and painful. With large swaths of agricultural land destroyed, food production took a major hit, leading to severe food shortages. It took years for the region to recover economically. The flood left a lasting impact on the psyche of the people, and has been etched into the nation's collective memory. The 1931 China floods serve as a stark reminder of the havoc that nature can wreak when it unleashes its fury. It underscores the importance of being prepared, of having robust disaster management systems in place, and of showing resilience in the face of adversity. From floods to earthquakes, the power of nature is truly awe-inspiring. In recent memory, the name Indian Ocean brings back haunting images of a disaster that shook the world. The day after Christmas 2004, the world was jolted awake by news of an undersea earthquake off the coast of northern Sumatra. This was no ordinary quake. With a magnitude of over 9 on the Richter scale, it was one of the strongest ever recorded. The tectonic shift was so powerful, it caused the Earth to vibrate as much as a centimeter. And it unleashed a force 1,500 times that of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. But the earthquake was just the beginning. The real horror came in the form of a tsunami, a series of monstrous waves that radiated across the Indian Ocean at high speed. Within hours, they slammed into 14 countries, from Indonesia to Somalia, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. The scale of damage was unimaginable. Whole towns were wiped off the map. Infrastructure was obliterated. Millions were left homeless. When the water finally receded, it revealed a death toll of staggering proportions. Over 230,000 people were dead or missing, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. In the aftermath, the world rallied to help. Billions of dollars in aid poured in from all corners of the globe. Relief workers, both local and international, worked tirelessly to provide food, shelter, and medical care. The recovery was slow and painful, but step by step, life began to return to some semblance of normality. Yet the scars of that day remain. They are etched into the landscape and the memories of those who survived. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami was not just a natural disaster. It was a human tragedy of epic proportions, a cataclysmic event that changed lives and indeed, the world forever. This disaster serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable power of nature. From the Shanxi earthquake to the Indian Ocean tsunami, what can we learn from these disasters? Quite a lot, in fact. History has a knack for repeating itself, and in the case of natural disasters, it often does so with a vengeance. These catastrophic events are not just tales of destruction and loss, but they also serve as valuable lessons for the future. Our journey through the centuries has shown us that nature, in all its unpredictability, has a way of catching us off guard. But it also taught us that preparedness and mitigation are not merely buzzwords. They are vital strategies that can significantly reduce the impact of these disasters. Being prepared means having a plan, being informed, and being ready to act quickly and decisively. Mitigation, on the other hand, involves taking proactive steps to reduce our vulnerability. This could be anything from improving infrastructure to adopting sustainable practices. Moreover, our exploration underscores the necessity for ongoing research and education about natural disasters. Understanding the mechanisms that trigger these events, predicting their occurrence, and educating the public about safety measures are all crucial elements of disaster management. In conclusion, our past encounters with nature's fury serve as stark reminders of its immense power. As we continue to coexist with nature, one thing remains clear. Understanding and respect for its power are our best lines of defense.